Hey there, I'm the MadCatster. Am I glad to see you here? Well, you remember that lawsuit that 1212 Gateway brought against Catherine McBroom and Austin McBroom and the Ace family? We've got some big news about that, so buckle up and let's go. Well, hello there. I am here this evening with Olivier, also known as Squirt. I never call him Olivier. He's always been Squirt. He also doesn't like to be held. But you can see he's such a cute little boy. And he's also very, very chatty. Even though he likes to cuddle, he doesn't like to be held. But Sybil's upstairs sleeping. Her mouth is bothering her a little bit tonight. I'm going to try in a little while to get her to take some medicine. She did eat her treats. But anyways, some of you also may be saying, MadCatster, is that drip that you're wearing real? And did you buy it with your YouTube millions? Well, my friends, these jewels are about as authentic as an Ace family car giveaway. So there's your answer to that question. And a lot of you have been asking me, where is Mr. Shady? Well, Mr. Shady is here. He's come in for this special occasion to give you an update on the huge news in the 1212 Gateway lawsuit. And I'm going to turn it over to him right now. So, Mr. Shady? Well, aloha, gentle viewers. Mr. Shady was relaxing at an Airbnb on Waikiki Beach, thinking that the world was safe from the Ace family because I saw their videos saying that they had moved to Dubai, only to find out, to my horror, that just like a piece of gum stuck to the bottom of your shoe, we just can't be rid of them that easily. So they're back, and I've got news about the status of that lawsuit that 1212 Gateway brought against the McBrooms and the Ace family. So let's talk about, first of all, how we got here. Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Catherine Pace who unfortunately fell out of a relationship with extremely successful movie star Michael B. Jordan, only to find herself in a relationship with wannabe pro basketball player Austin McBroom, and together they created the Ace family and built a magnificent and successful empire. And among the things that they sought to achieve was Catherine's dream that she would have her own skincare company. Well, the partner that she ended up with was not Forma Brands, because of course even Morphe wasn't crazy enough to strike up a partnership with them.
Hi, sisters.
But they ended up partnering with TBL Cosmetics. And together they formed a partnership which they both thought would be successful because TBL Cosmetics was an established company that would be able to facilitate the creation of and the formulation and fulfillment of all of the skincare products. And Catherine McBroom and her influence on social media would be able to parlay that into lots of customers to buy the products. There was only one small problem with that idea. Catherine McBroom allegedly did not fulfill her end and did not promote the product as promised. And in fact, it was alleged that she and Austin didn't participate much at all in the business. And so out of frustration, TBL Cosmetics filed a lawsuit against Catherine, Austin, and the Ace family, alleging a breach of contract. And that was back in 2021. And you may recall that there was a settlement of that lawsuit and the parties entered into a confidential agreement. And it seemed like everything was resolved. Well, wouldn't you know, Catherine, Austin, and the Ace family again failed to do what they were supposed to do in the running of the business and the promoting of the business. And so TBL Cosmetics in 2022 came back with this, yet a second lawsuit. They couldn't reopen the first one because they had dismissed it due to the fact that they entered into an agreement and it was with prejudice. So they had to refile a new allegation. And this time it was based on the fact that they allege that the McBrooms breached the terms of the settlement agreement. And Catherine and Austin McBroom filed their own countersuit where they alleged that it was due to the negligence of TBL Cosmetics that the business was failing and not anything to do with them and their incredible presence in social media. Well, we all know that's probably not the truth, okay? At least in my opinion. Off we went to the races again with this. And here I thought, well, this is going to be it. TBL is going to get them. And so back in June, the lawsuit was filed. Then in August, there was a big hubbub because TBL and 1212 Gateway removed any reference to Catherine from their social media and their website. And in fact, I went today to check based on some developments I'm going to tell you about in a second. So I went to the Secretary of State's website to see what the status of 1212 Gateway was. And it's still an active corporation, of course. Catherine, in the last corporate filing, the annual filing in 2022, was still listed as a member at that point, and there hasn't been a filing yet for 2023, and it's not due yet. I think they usually file in March, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure Catherine's name's coming off of it, but I also went and checked. Their Facebook page is still active, and there was posts from January, so I know someone's still posting, and their Instagram is still up, and the website is still up, and in fact, they're running like a promotion right now that popped up. And when you go down to the section about the creator, it shows the chemist who actually created the formulations. And where it used to talk about Catherine, there's no such reference anymore. So when I went to the court docket to see what the latest was, much to my shock and surprise, this lawsuit again has been dismissed with prejudice. This time at the request of both parties again, but there's no mention of any kind of an agreement. So you can see here, they requested a dismissal and the court clerk has entered a dismissal, and it's with prejudice. And as I've told you before, with prejudice means they can never bring it again based on the same set of facts. So in other words, in the first lawsuit, it was based on breach of contract because Catherine hadn't fulfilled her agreement in running the business. Well, that was dismissed with prejudice. The second lawsuit was based on breach of contract on the agreement, the settlement agreement. That was a new set of facts for them to use as a basis for a lawsuit. Now we have to ask ourselves, what predicated this dismissal? Could it be another agreement? I highly doubt that. I don't think TBL Cosmetics is really going to want to entertain another agreement based on the poor performance and the lack of performance that they allege against Catherine McBroom and Austin McBroom and the Ace family for the last court agreement. So this is my hypothesis. Probably Catherine voluntarily and willingly signed over any rights to have anything to do with the company. Maybe she and Austin sold back because they had part ownership, sold their ownership or gave their ownership portion back to TBL so that TBL has 100% control over this company. That's my best guess because I don't think that there was another agreement. I also checked on the status of some of the other lawsuits. Now, the one from Silly Juice, apparently the plaintiffs did something and missed a hearing or something because Austin and Catherine's attorneys filed to dismiss the Langer's Juice and Silly Juice lawsuit, but it doesn't look like it's been dismissed. So I think that they were able to convince the court that there was some error on their part that was excusable. So it looks like that is still progressing, but nothing new has happened. Now, I also looked at that lawsuit that came in at the end of last year for Ted Foxman versus Austin and his father in the Ace family, where he alleges that they breached their agreement with him with Social Gloves 2 and all of the financing that they failed to do what they were supposed to do in securing investors. Austin and his father have not filed an answer. Now, that was filed back in the middle of November, and here we are now at the beginning of February. I believe the time to file an answer has passed. And you can see here the last entry on the docket for that case was on December 7th, where the plaintiff, Ted Foxman, filed the proof of personal service. In other words, proof that the complaint that he filed was served on the McBrooms. They've not filed anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if very shortly you see Ted Foxman ask the court to enter default judgment against Austin and his father for failing to answer the complaint. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And then there was the lawsuit also filed at the end of last year by FaZe Jarvis, who otherwise known as Jarvis Khatri, who alleged also breach of contract having to do with Social Gloves. And this was, I believe, Social Gloves 1. That lawsuit also, nothing new has happened. I don't see that it's been set up like for a case management conference, but there hasn't been any new developments there. So I will keep you posted, but that's, I believe, all of the active lawsuits against them. So The McBrooms must be relieved that that TBL Cosmetics lawsuit is done away with. What do you think happened? Let me know down below in the comments. I also want to say thank you so much, you guys, for all of your support last year. Happy 2023. Thank you to all of our Patreon patrons. Your support is so appreciated. You don't know how much your support is appreciated. All of our channel members, thank you so much for your monthly support. That also is a great help to us. We really appreciate it. Thank you to all of you, the viewers. Please like and subscribe. We're creeping towards 19,000. I'd like to get there in the next couple of months. I need your help. So please help us out. Please subscribe. Please like the video and share it if you're so inclined, if you enjoyed it. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I will keep you posted on what's going on. You guys take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one.
Pretty please. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell. I get a treat for every new sub. Thank you.